You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's gold. I had a runaway high, so I would come home low, just when things.
Good afternoon. I want to welcome everybody to our monthly open house Schenectady, where we promote selling of owner-occupied houses here in the city of Schenectady. I want to thank Dan Beck, the general manager of the Daily Gazette, for hosting us today as we kick this off. I want to, if I could quickly introduce Kathy Lewis, the president of the Schenectady School Board, one of our partners in this effort to market and promote Schenectady. And Kathy, if you could introduce.
I'd like to introduce the people in this corner. That sounds weird, doesn't it? This is Larry Spring, who is our new superintendent of schools, and the vice president of the Board of Education, Ron Lindsay, and Karen Corona is the public relations officer for the school district. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Kathy. We have colleagues from City Hall here, Vince Riggi, Carl Erickson, the Schenectady City Council, Bill Winkler, Ahmad Yousefi, see Chief Sieber, see here Carl Olson, our Commissioner of General Services, our city staff. Again, part of our marketing campaign is where people have questions about city services, city government, that we will put the command staff of the police department, department heads out as part of house closings to answer those questions, to tell people about the good things that are happening here in Schenectady. Our first open houses really promoted houses that were ready to move into. And the housing market in Schenectady is more complicated than that. You have a lot of houses that have not had investment in a long period of time. And we're fortunate in the mortgage program that Key Bank has, where Key will write a mortgage at 100% to value and then loan up to $50,000 above that amount so that people can buy a house and undertake the rehab of the house so that they can fix up the kitchen, can modernize the bathroom, they can do the heating, cooling systems, put a new roof on it, and take a house that's been somewhat distressed and convert it into a home. That's the bulk of the property that I think will make a big difference in the future of Schenectady, is our ability to deal with those properties that are perceived to be challenged. And all too often, we look at urban areas and we talk about the negative things. But when you buy a house, you're really not just buying a house, you're buying a community. And that's why we've been fortunate to partner with our friends in other levels of government, the school district. And today, we're here in the North End, where we have representatives from the business community to help talk about the good things that are in Schenectady in the North End. And Mike Aragosa, who's coming in at the end to make his big presentation. But Mike is the president of the North End Businessmen's Association, and Mike Bennett is the vice president. And I would open up for a couple quick remarks or just comments from both of you. And thank you again for participating in this and being members of the community and the fabric of the city of Schenectady.
Well, let me just say that the north side is a very diverse, large area in terms of the people and the resources and the businesses. The businesses here represent a lot of employment opportunities. Those unfortunately, a lot of those employment opportunities are people who come from outside of our own little area to come to work every day. Very similar to what happens a lot in the city of Schenectady. It's become a great opportunity for employment, but not as much the people who are working here or living here. And I think that's where the city and as a group, the Northside Business Association, has to start to look to find people to purchase these homes and make this community what it was. For my own take, I grew up a block and a half from here. I was born and raised here. I never went far from the north side of Schenectady. We still have our business here. I spent 10 years working in Ellis Hospital, and it's been what I do, what I like. I mean, it's really a great community with a lot of diversity and a lot of good things available for everybody. it goes on to, I met my wife right in Mike Bennett's bar. And, you know, that's a pretty important thing. It's a great thing. But
And he's
there's a lot
forgiven
of
me.
good things. a lot of really good things here, and you know, the businesses themselves have to start looking from within themselves to try to encourage some of this home ownership that Gary and his staff are working on. That's I think where this has to go.
I'd just like to add a couple things. We've been in business on Van Branken Avenue 38 years. We just invested a large sum of money for us in our business, and the reason we did that is we believe in this area. We believe in Schenectady. We believe in Goose Hill. The community has been very supportive, very good to us for all these years. If you drive around the area, you'll notice there's some wonderful restaurants. I see Louis Riccatello back here. Marty's True Value. There's many businesses that have been here for years and years that are great places to stop, to shop, to eat, to have a cocktail. I encourage people to look around at all the well-maintained homes. There's many of them. There's some that are run down. There's some that are needing repair. With this program, I feel that some people can get some great prices on houses. They can invest a little money and a little TLC, and they can become part of a really great community. I encourage people to look into the program and to invest. I encourage them to have to stop by, say hello to Mike or myself or Louis or any of the businesses, ask questions, voice their concerns. We'd be happy to talk to them. And I'm looking forward to seeing people moving in soon, I hope. Thank you.
Thank you. Now it's really an honor to have our Superintendent of Schools, Larry Spring, who's jumping into this position with a level of enthusiasm and excitement that we haven't seen in quite a while, and want to welcome you here and thank you for your participation in this and continued efforts on behalf of the school district.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Let me just say that I'm very honored. Thanks for having me here, and I'm very honored to be the Superintendent of Schools at Schenectady. What is very exciting to me is to be starting this position at a time when we're beginning new initiatives in the city and we're beginning new initiatives in the school district. We know that the Schenectady City Schools is an extension of the larger community of Schenectady. We know that it's important for the schools to become better, for the community to reinvigorate itself, that the schools and the community have to partner together. We have to work together to help each other. One can't succeed and thrive without the other. And so coming on board now as we think about new initiatives to work with the community, to work with our other agencies, to work with our business partners, this is a great example of that. This is a great opportunity for us to work together and improve things all around. So I'm very excited and I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to be here and to be a part of this. So,
Thank you. We have some updates from Joel and Jay from Key Bank and Prudential Manor Homes. Who'd like to go first?
Oh, that's fine. Just once again, Prudential Manor Homes is thrilled to be a part of this initiative. I just wanted to update everybody on the housing market here in Schenectady. Schenectady County is showing the largest home sales growth in the region. Schenectady pending sales contracts are up 25% and completed sales are up 16% over last year at this time, which is huge. Thank you.
Hi, and the update from Key Bank. We had a great milestone with Key, the city, just recently. We closed on our 50th transaction this year. Not only that, but we have another 20 in process. So, you know, all the great work that we're doing as a team is coming together, and we're looking forward to reaching that milestone. As we go into the next phase of Key to the City, the one thing that we want to focus on is the Renew Home feature with the Key to the City product. I definitely encourage you to stop by your branch to take advantage of the product and get educated as far as what we have to offer. Thank you.
Thank you. We have Ray Legier, who's going to give maybe a quick overview in terms of some of the possibilities of home rehabilitations here in the city of Schenectady. Thank you, Ray.
My name's Ray Legier. I've been associated with Schenectady for the past 30 years or so. My partner Jeff Legier and I are owners of the Legier Restorations on Erie Boulevard. We're also landlords, property owners, and most importantly, we are huge supporters of the city of Schenectady. The Key to the City program is just amazing. That's the only way you can describe it. It's like a perfect storm of affordable housing. The city has a lot of abandoned homes which need help. Key Bank wants to loan money, and people need affordable housing. It's perfect. One of the obstacles of getting into an abandoned home or a house that needs a lot of renovations is the assessment of the costs. It can be quite arduous parading contractors through your house, give them estimates, give proposals, get them on time. You take it to the bank and the bank says, well, I need this. So what they do is they say, you go back to your contractors and you tell them, the bank wants to have it a little differently. That could take weeks, if not months to get. You lose your excitement and time passes. We are working with the city to try to develop a plan, a program, by which we can have all that paperwork in order ahead of time. So you see a house that needs a lot of work, there's a package of what it takes. A heating system's going to cost X. New windows are going to cost Y. The goal is to get these houses up to code so you can look at it as a potential homeowner and say, okay, the house costs this much, I'm going to have that much repairs. The bank, they're going to roll in some costs for renovations, and it's just a beautiful thing. It's an exciting program, it really is. It all makes sense, that's why it's so exciting. And I'm proud to be working with the city to make this happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Save the best for last. Our host today, Dan Beck, the General Manager of the Daily Gazette. And again, the Gazette has a long and distinguished history in this community, gone through some great times, some challenging times, and is part of the rebirth of this community. So Dan, I thank you for being a partner, helping us get the message out, and working with the school district, the realtors, and other community leaders to build this program into something that's very successful. Look forward to working with you in the future.
We're excited to be part of the Northside. Most importantly, just thank you for coming over today. And we moved here in 1990. We were in downtown Schenectady since 1894. So we're celebrating 118 years of business, of serving our readers and advertisers of the community. And we thank you for that. At the same time, if you have some time after this presentation, I'd like to take you on a tour of the facility. I promised the short version so we can enjoy the rest of the day. But one thing that makes the Gazette so unique is we're family owned. And Mike and the Riccatello family, we're just like them. And that's real special to the employees here, special to our community, that we are still an independent newspaper serving you. And again, we appreciate everybody coming down today and sharing the key to the city. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll have the tours in just a few minutes. Have Frank Gilmore, Strocker, Roth, and Gilmore, who's done some of the design work on some of the houses we're going to initiate this program, where we're going to do some of the rehabs, use them as models or examples of the potential of converting an old, somewhat challenged structure into a owner-occupied home. Frank, do you want to say anything quickly, and then we'll just open up for general questions or comments?
A couple thoughts. The established neighborhoods that have moderate and middle-class homes, some of them not in the best shape, are really laid out in a beautiful community manner. The houses have separate lots, but they're close together. They're close to the sidewalk so that neighbors can walk by and have a conversation in conversational tones to someone sitting on the front porch. The actual homes are sturdily built. Some have smaller spaces. What we're doing with the first house on Van Vranken is to open up some of the interior spaces to give a larger and more contemporary feel to the layout inside. But with perhaps a slight addition, a new front porch or a renovated porch, you're really in a neighborhood that is classic. Today, modern communities, new communities are built with what's called new urbanism. And essentially, we have it in several of our older neighborhoods. So I think we're starting with excellent infrastructure, homes. This is what's called smart growth in the urban planning world. We're saving all of the energy that has gone into it, human, fuel, wood materials of all sorts and rehabbing what we have, because it's pretty darn good to start with. Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you, and we're at, we all following Daniel now on the big tour of the Daily Gazette.
Tour of the Gazette.